In a world where stealth technology dominates the skies, Japan has stepped out of the shadows, ready to reveal its new aerial beast, the Godzilla FX. This sixth-generation stealth fighter jet is set to change the future of aerial combat in ways that no one could have predicted. But how did Japan, a country bound by pacifist principles and a post-World War II military restriction, manage to design one of the world's most advanced fighter jets? Let's take a look at the journey of Japan's stealthy giant and explore its potential to stir up an arms race, not just in Asia, but around the globe. The aftermath of World War II, Japan's transition to peace. The scars of World War II run deep in Japan. The atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945 decimated the country, both physically and economically. Japan's surrender was a turning point, and the aftermath forced the nation to rebuild from the ground up. With the bombings still fresh in their memory, Japan's policy shifted toward pacifism. Article 9 of the Japanese Constitution effectively prohibited the country from maintaining military forces for offensive purposes, rendering Japan a peaceful, defense-oriented nation. For decades, Japan's military presence was mostly limited to self-defense, and its international influence was kept in check. This all changed when rumors of a new fighter jet emerged. Suddenly, Japan was working on a next-generation aircraft, an entirely domestic creation. But what could have triggered this bold move? Could the growing threats in the Asia-Pacific region, along with rising geopolitical tensions, have been the driving forces behind this stealthy gamble? The birth of the Mitsubishi FX, Japan's bold leap into the future. Japan had always relied on imported military technology. For years, they tried to procure advanced fighter jets like the Lockheed F-22 from the United States, but U.S. export bans and restrictions thwarted those efforts. In 1997, the U.S. blocked the sale of its F-22 Raptor, leading Japan to reconsider its options. Rather than relying on foreign technology, Japan decided to take matters into its own hands, and thus, the Mitsubishi FX program was born. The FX is Japan's first domestically developed stealth fighter jet, designed to replace the aging Mitsubishi F2 by the mid-2030s. But this wasn't just any fighter jet. The goal was to create a machine that could rival the most advanced aircraft on the planet. The plan was clear. Japan would develop a fighter jet that was not only technologically superior, but also uniquely Japanese. An unlikely partnership, Japan and the United Kingdom. The journey to build the FX wasn't a solitary endeavor. Japan knew it needed expertise and resources beyond its borders to make this ambitious project a reality. In 2017, Japan signed a co-development agreement with the United Kingdom, marking a surprising partnership between two nations with a complex history. Japan was open to international collaboration, but wanted to maintain control over its military destiny. This collaboration was strategic, as both countries wanted to develop cutting-edge aerospace technology without relying solely on the United States. However, this decision did not come without challenges. By 2018, Japan was still grappling with where to produce this revolutionary aircraft. They turned to the United States once more, hoping for some form of collaboration. Top aerospace companies, including Boeing, Lockheed Martin, and British Aerospace Systems, offered their expertise. However, none of the proposals were exactly what Japan had in mind. It was clear that Japan wanted a fighter jet that would be entirely unique, something made on their own turf. Boeing proposed an upgrade to its F-15 model, while Lockheed Martin suggested a hybrid between the F-22 and F-35. But Japan wasn't interested in creating a mashup of existing designs. They wanted something original. Their decision was final. The next-generation fighter jet would be made locally, and Japan would lead the charge in its development. The road to the Godzilla FX. Why size matters. Japan's Ministry of Defense wasn't shy about its ambition. They wanted a fighter jet that could not only compete on the world stage, but also lead the pack. They needed a machine capable of dominating the skies, and for that, they required size that would rival the likes of the American F-22. The goal was simple: create a jet that could deliver both stealth and power, able to fly under the radar and unleash massive payloads when necessary. The result? A fighter jet that was larger than anything seen before, hence the name Godzilla FX. The jet's size isn't just for show. It has a purpose. A larger aircraft means longer range, more payload capacity, and the ability to carry heavier weapons. This wasn't just about being stealthy, it was about being versatile. The FX could carry heavier missiles and fly longer distances, making it a formidable force in modern warfare. A new era of stealth technology. One of the most impressive features of the Godzilla FX is its stealth capabilities. The Japanese Ministry of Defense took great care in designing a jet that could remain undetected while still offering high performance. The FX incorporates a range of advanced technologies, including serpentine air ducts, an internal weapons bay, and electromagnetic wave absorbers to reduce radar detection. The aircraft also uses plasma stealth antenna technology, which allows it to change its physical properties at will, effectively camouflaging it from enemy radar. The FX doesn't just rely on stealth to survive in hostile environments. It's also equipped with an array of sensors and countermeasures that give it an edge over its competitors. The active electronically scanned array radar and radio frequency sensors help the FX detect other stealth jets and avoid detection. Its infrared camera adds another layer of protection, making it a formidable opponent in any dogfight. But Japan didn't stop there. The FX also boasts an impressive self-defense system designed to counter air-to-air and surface-to-air missiles. The electronic countermeasures can jam enemy radar and confuse targeting systems, while the electronic support measures collect data on enemy positions, allowing the pilot to make informed decisions during combat. The future of aerial combat, drones and directed energy weapons. While the Godzilla FX is impressive on its own, Japan is not stopping there. In an era where unmanned aerial vehicles are becoming increasingly important, Japan is working on the development of unmanned combat aerial vehicles that will work alongside the FX. These drones, which are referred to as loyal wingmen, will act as shadow guides, scouting for targets, detecting threats, and even launching munitions. The FX is also rumored to be equipped with directed energy weapons. These weapons, which use focused energy to damage or destroy targets, could revolutionize modern warfare. Whether it's lasers, microwaves, or particle beams, the FX is poised to carry weapons that can target personnel, vehicles, missiles, and even optical devices with pinpoint accuracy. The future of aerial combat is changing, and the Godzilla FX is leading the charge. Can Japan pull it off? While the FX is an impressive feat of engineering, it's not without its challenges. Japan's aerospace industry has never developed a fighter jet of this magnitude, and many experts are questioning whether the country has the experience and technology to pull it off. There are concerns about the complexity of the systems and the integration of new technologies. The Japanese Ministry of Defense is aware of these challenges but remains optimistic about the potential of their new fighter jet. One thing is certain, the FX is already on the radar of military analysts around the world. With its combination of size, stealth, and cutting-edge technology, the Godzilla FX has the potential to reshape aerial combat in the 21st century. Whether it succeeds or faces setbacks remains to be seen, but Japan is no longer content with playing second fiddle in the world of military aviation. They're ready to take the skies by storm, one stealthy giant at a time. And there you have it, folks, Japan's Godzilla FX, a game-changer in the world of aerial combat. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the future of military tech, don't forget to like, subscribe, and smash that bell icon so you never miss out on more jaw-dropping stories from the cutting edge of technology. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep flying high.